Welcome to an all-new episode of Out There with Cisco and Cricket. Today is December 2020. This episode is just before Christmas time, and there's not a whole lot of Sasquatching that we do out in the winter time. And this episode I wanted to do something that was a little bit different. Now this show is called Out There, and the reason why it's called that is because I wanted to use this show as a platform to explore some of the aspects associated with Sasquatch that seem to be a little bit more out there. Some of these more radical theories include portals, or the idea that Sasquatch is somehow involved with extraterrestrial activity. So far, I've done everything to try to find Sasquatch, from using a pig as bait to mounting cameras and microphones to the tops of the teepee poles. I've even used a drone to try to acquire aerial footage in the forest and in the surrounding area. I've explored the woods with my camera and my microphone. I've also actually literally entered caves with a flashlight. All of these are pretty conventional methods that you might expect somebody to take when approaching the Bigfoot phenomenon and when you're trying to procure some evidence of Bigfoot. So for this episode, I wanted to focus on something that seems a little bit more out there, something that seems a little bit more extreme. And that's the simple idea, the power of manifestation, the idea that you can picture and visualize something in your mind, and you can use certain techniques to focus on this idea alone and manifest or bring it into the world. Now, this might seem far-fetched, it might seem like a pretty radical theory, not based on any type of science. And today I want to set out to test this and see if there's any validity to this. This episode takes place in downtown Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. This is a place that I know very well, a place that I grew up, a place that I still know a lot of people. And so it's here that I know that a guy that works at a local bar that I like to frequent, he hangs out, he works there sometimes, and so I'm going to meet up with him. We share a lot of the same interests regarding the Sasquatch and extraterrestrial phenomenon, and he's actually pretty well versed in some of this technology, as well as specifically weapons and an interest in security detail. And so I thought that for this episode it would be smart to utilize some of his expertise and knowledge and apply it to field investigation pertaining Sasquatch in the relative what fucking bullshit. So today, this experiment is pretty straightforward. I'm just going to simply visualize me discovering Sasquatch in the woods, in a cave, in its natural environment somewhere. And if I do this exercise enough times, and I go out there, and then suddenly I'm able to capture an image of a Bigfoot in the woods, then I know that there's something to it. This is a practice that I could implement every day. any number of times a day, anywhere that I am, and I can continue implementing this technique even when I'm doing other experiments as well. So this will be an ongoing experiment for sure. And I'm curious to see if it procures any results.
I can't remember your call. I think it's QJQ. Full time to 447225.
44725.
You didn't on the 440 side.
70 centimeter side. And I try not to waffle off of that because this Baofeng UV5R doesn't do too well in 2 meter. Fuck.
I think that looks good, yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Just introduce yourself.
Do you want me to talk to you and not the camera?
Yeah, whatever.
Or do you want me to talk to the camera instead?
Whatever you think's best.
You're the director.
Okay, and cut.
Okay, damn it. Fuck.
Here, actually.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, much better. Okay, action.
A lot can be said about a little light being bounced off a white ceiling. Damn it. Let me pull up. What's the name of your...
And action.
Hi, my name's Kurt. I work on the show Out There with Cisco and Cricket. I handle some of the tech assistant stuff, as well as I handle all of the communications, the tactical, the overnight advanced planning, defense. I do all of the shooting in case that we see Bigfoot. I don't know if that whack job Cisco really wants to capture him on film, but I want to capture his head, because that's proof. Irrefutable. It's kind of interesting that the show is called Out There, because out of the entire cast and crew, I'm the one who's pretty out there. So I'd say I'm a well-fitting member of, the...
I'm here in Strasbourg, and I just wanted to give a special thanks to Netflix for putting together such a spectacular light show in commemoration of the season 2 premiere of Out There with Cisco and Cricket. So let's get out there and look for that Sasquatch.
This might be my last chance of the year to go out and actually attain some nature footage for the year before the snow starts falling and it becomes increasingly difficult to traverse the terrain. And so today I plan on going out and hopefully catching some footage of whatever wildlife is active today. And that'll be it until the new year. As I was out in the woods, it's very cold and it's actually very empty, and it's a strange feeling. It's radically different than the summertime or the autumn when you're in the woods spending time alone. And it's more reflective, I suppose, and it's interesting to have this idea of manifestation or visualization in your mind, and to have a constant idea in your mind that you're trying to bring to fruition, and to have a sense of focus and a sense of intent. It seems to me very important, not only in my research, but just a good practice for the day-to-day. My endeavors today yielded very little results, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to call it an episode today and just enjoy the holidays, and I will get back to my research in the new year.